What's up? Welcome or welcome back to the channel. Today is 8/24/2020, which means this is the first ever official Kobe Bryant Day. So today I'm going to do something that I know no other YouTuber is going to do. I'm about to really lock into my mama mentality today. I'm dropping 24 videos today. One video for every single hour of Kobe Day, because I know if he was in my position, there would be something he would do. I know today is all about Kobe, but I do not want to forget about all the other people that were impacted by this tragedy. So let's just all take a moment of silence and remember everybody who was affected. All right. This video that we're watching today is Dwyane Wade tells an iconic Kobe Bryant story from the 2008 Olympics. Dwyane Wade is actually one of my favorite players of all time, and I've never seen a second of this video, so it should be very interesting. But for those who are new, my name is James, and on this channel, I want to give y'all two things. One, I want to put my all in every single video. Every single video, I promise you're going to get the best version of me that you possibly can. And two, I want to give y'all a lot of content. Usually I upload 5 to 10 videos a day on this channel, but for today, I'm about to unlock my inner mama mentality, and we're going to upload 24 videos. So if you like me, you like my content, you like my vibe, please consider going down below and liking this video and subscribing to the channel, because we're on the road to 2K subscribers. And with your help, I already know we can do it. But without further ado, let's get straight into this video.
I think for me, man, when I got into the league, obviously Michael Jordan is my favorite player of all time. But for me, when I got, he was the greatest player in the game to me before I got in the league. But definitely when I got there, I mean, he was someone. I think he was 24 years old at the time when I got in. He had 3 NBA championships already.
It's crazy.
You know what I mean? And when you want to talk about the swagger, oof. I mean, Kobe had it. But as a competitor, I knew that Kobe was the one for me that I had. If I wanted to be great, that I had to get on the level of Kobe Bryant. However I did that, I knew I had to get on his level or be respected by him in some way where he looked at me as equal. So it pushed me, and he pushed me. And we didn't talk a lot early on, but I feel like when we got to around 08 in the Olympics is when we got close, and it all started from training. Like, I think once you get around guys and you really see who they are and what they're built of, because you're around them for 2-3 months, and Kobe saw that my grind was very similar to his grind, and that me and him did a lot of things where it was just me and him, and it wasn't no one else around, and so he started respecting me in a way that I already had respect for him in, and then he just became like a big brother, during the Olympics. His knowledge of the game, even though I was a great player, Kobe had knowledge of the game that I didn't have.
For those of you who watching this, I know most of us have never met Kobe Bryant, but we really felt the impact of his death and his legacy really extremely hard. So let me know now in the comment section below, what is your favorite Kobe Bryant memory?
So he became a person that I would go to and just, hey, what should I do on this play? Hey, how should I do this? And he kind of he came to me and said, listen, when he heard that I wasn't starting, and he knew that, I'm sure he knew that, man, I know this is tough for D-Wade not to be starting on this team. But he came to me right away, and he eased my mind. He was like, listen, when you get in a game and it's me and you on the floor, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick up 94 feet. I'm going to turn these guys. And once I turn them, you do what you do. You come in, And so I got so many steals and so many dunks and so much because of the unselfishness of a star in our league to tell me, hey, I'm going to do these things, and all you got to do is, So we just built a relationship, and that relationship went from respect as competitors to now where I felt like he was a friend, and it eventually grew into just a brotherhood. And our relationship was something that I'm sure so many people have their own relationships with him. But my relationship with him, for me, was special because this is a person who, it was Michael Jordan, Allen Iverson, and Kobe Bryant. These are my favorite players.
That's crazy, bro. And you play right alongside him.
A real relationship with one of those three for sure. And he would reach out to me, hey man, how do you slice those pick and rolls like that? And I'm like, oh my God, Kobe reaching out to me? It was incredible to be able to have that relationship with him. And obviously when I retired, and I, you just imagine like, okay, we're going to be those two old guys that You know, they go to games and the Heat play to LA and we're gonna be on opposite sides, and you know, it's just gonna be that kind of thing. You just you see it coming, and not to have that, you know, not to be retired and have somebody that I can chase after still, because he was doing amazing things after the game of basketball. You know, you feel a little lost. And I said that when Kobe retired, I said, you know what, when Kobe retired from basketball, I didn't have no one to chase
It
him.
really didn't feel the same. Like that year after Kobe retired, it was like, dang, like Kobe really out the league, bro. That's crazy.
I kind of lost a little bit of my something in me when Kobe retired, because it was like, well, who am I chasing now? You know what I mean? Who is that big matchup for me? Because yeah, it's just the younger guys coming up, and you want to make sure. But I felt like Kobe was the only one that was on the level that I was on, as one of the top two guards. And even though I felt he was on a higher level than me, but I still was able to chase him. And I didn't have anybody to chase no more, so it was kind of like, okay. All right, we're playing in Sacramento on a Wednesday. All right, let me just go get this done. You know what I mean? It was just different. So, you know, I definitely, I'm thankful that I was able to have a friendship, and that we had a brotherhood, and we shared something intimate that a lot of people didn't know, you know, from our conversations that we had and the moments we had together. I feel thankful to that I was worthy enough to have those with such an amazing human being.
That's crazy. That's amazing, bro. That's truly amazing.
We're all obviously on our own individual paths in our chase of greatness, and we have our inner circle that's pushing us. We have our own standard of greatness that we're excelling towards. But it's amazing to hear you talk about the importance of a measuring stick and how chasing after someone else improves your own greatness. It's actually it's remarkable, and I think for an entire generation of players, that's what Kobe did. He set a standard in the same way that LeBron set a standard, in the same way that...
That's crazy how just to be any athlete on any level. So say you make it to the top level, which is the NBA in this scenario, you're already elite, but to be the elite of the elite and then go a step above that and be the standard of everybody in the league is just crazy, bro.
A lot of guys, you set a standard. It's part of every great player's legacy, I think, is the impact it has on the next generation.
100%. 100%. And you know what story came? Let me share this story with you, Jay. We were in the Olympics, right? And this is when I knew Kobe was a monster, though. You hear about it, but you really, if you don't see it, you really, really don't know. And so we get into a city, one of these cities, very late, and immediately we all go to the gym. You know, all my guys, it's Melo, it's me, it's Bryant, it's Kobe. Like, we all go to the gym, we all get our work in. It's real late. And so after we get done getting our work in, me and my guys, we say, hey, like, let's meet for breakfast in the morning. Like, if you can't sleep, whoever first one wake up, hit us up. We're going to go eat. And so we do that. We probably get like 3 hours of sleep. You can't sleep much when you're traveling across the world, you know, like we were traveling.
Yeah.
We probably get like 3 hours of sleep, and we wake up, we go down to where the food is. As we walking down, you know, slubbing with sleep in our eyes, Kobe Bryant is sitting there with ice on his knees already, right? So we walk up to Kobe, we like, Kobe, what's up? And he was like, yeah, man, I just finished a workout, and I'm about to go do another one. And at that moment, I was like, wait, hold on. We just worked out about 3 hours ago. You know
That's
what I mean?
crazy.
And like, you've done another workout, and you about to go do another one? That's when I was like, okay, I got to get my stuff together. I got to get my shit together. Because this dude right here is on a whole different
level. That's crazy, bro.
Than even I'm on. And I'm supposed to be great, right? So that's the kind of person he was. And that's how he drove me. You know what I mean? Like, just little stuff like that, I went back and said, okay, that means I got to work hard and I got to do more. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that little anecdote.
That's great.
That's crazy.
Beast, man.
That's great.
That's crazy.
I have a somewhat similar story, but in 2007, when I got to do the training camp with you guys in Vegas, I got there on a Sunday. We were starting with practice on a Monday. So I get there Sunday afternoon. First thing I do is I hit up the Duke assistant coaches, Coach Collins, Coach Wojo, Coach Dawkins. I'm like, can y'all meet me at the gym? I just want to get some shots up. So I get to the gym, and Johnny Dawkins looks like he lost his dog. Like, I've never seen this guy look so just disheveled. I'm like, JD, what's going on, man? And he's like, man, fucking Kobe. This guy had me up at 6 a.m. this morning. He was in the gym for 3 hours, and he said he was doing the same move for 3 hours. It was like a pick and roll on the left side, jab, pull up right for 3 straight hours. The guy was just maniacal about his work. It's incredible.
3 hours working on the same move is ridiculous,
people think
bro.
those stories are like not real.
Made
like
up.
Those stories are real. Like I remember watching one game we were getting ready to play the Lakers, and I remember just I'm a Kobe fan. I'm watching him warm up, and he literally entire warm up he did one shot. He was in the mid post. He just kept turning over the left shoulder over and over and over. So I go into the game like, okay, he about to turn over the left shoulder over and over. And I couldn't stop it. But I just watched him by himself. They just kept giving him the ball. For the entire 15, 20, however long you're out there, he kept doing the same thing over and over and over. And I was just amazed that, and then once the game started, I still couldn't stop it. And I knew what he was about to do over and over and over again, you know? And that's a part of his greatness, man.
That's crazy, bro. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you go down below and like this video. And you subscribe to the channel because we're on the road to 2K subscribers. And with your help, I already know we can do it. But before I go, like I always say, Rome wasn't built in a day. So go out, find your passion, and work towards your dreams daily. And never let anyone or anything discourage you. I love all y'all, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Peace.